In today's video we are going to look at the following WWE news and rumors. WWE provides update on Randy Orton's injuries following fireball attack on WWE Raw. Current SmackDown champion takes a massive shot at Goldberg. Details of new significantly lower WWE contracts offered to Retribution members, and Alexa Bliss sends out a cryptic message. If you are new here, you are welcome. Be sure to like and subscribe. WWE provides update on Randy Orton's injuries following fireball attack on WWE Raw. This week on WWE Raw, Randy Orton was set to fight Triple H. But in a shocking turn of events, Alexa Bliss appeared and shot a fireball at Orton's eye to close the show. WWE has provided an update on Randy Orton's condition following the shocking ordeal. In a brief announcement, the company announced that Orton suffered minor burns. WWE's official website offered a minimalistic update on the injuries Orton suffered on Monday. The announcement recapped Bliss's assault, and it also described how the Viper was hurt. At WWE TLC, the Apex Predator set the Fiend on fire during their Firefly Inferno match, and the Fiend hasn't been seen since that show. As a result, Bliss challenged Orton to set her on fire on Raw a few weeks ago. Orton refused, so Bliss took matters into her own hands when she threw a fireball at his face on Monday night. Fortunately, the injury doesn't sound severe. In the announcement, WWE stated that Orton only suffered minor burns. It's safe to say that the Viper will be back in action soon. With both The Fiend and Randy Orton unavailable due to similar circumstances, it's unclear how their feud will continue to unfold. Randy Orton will probably miss Raw next week in order to sell his injury. On the other hand, he might show up to seek retribution for this vicious attack. His feud with The Fiend isn't over yet. So with Wyatt's absence, WWE Raw could continue to feature segments between Orton and Bliss. With WWE Royal Rumble around the corner, WrestleMania is rapidly approaching. WWE could have something major planned for Randy Orton, as he is one of the company's top stars. It'll be interesting to see what the future holds for the Viper. Current SmackDown champion takes a massive shot at Goldberg. WWE Hall of Famer Goldberg is all set to challenge Drew McIntyre for the WWE Championship at Royal Rumble 2021. The reaction online to this decision hasn't been received well, and it is safe to say that Goldberg winning the WWE title would lead to massive fan outrage. Recently, one half of the SmackDown Tag Team Champions Dolph Ziggler shared two pictures of himself, 15 years apart. Replying to this, one fan tweeted that maybe 15 years from now, Dolph Ziggler could become the 2035 version of Goldberg. Responding to this comparison, Ziggler said, "Nah. I'm good at wrestling." Taking a shot at Goldberg's wrestling skills. It was at SummerSlam 2019, where Goldberg took on Dolph Ziggler in a singles match and squashed him under 2 minutes to win. The Hall of Famer then went on to deliver multiple spears to Ziggler after the match. Goldberg has been on the receiving end of massive criticism from the WWE Universe for his wrestling skills. While WWE still portrays him as the unstoppable monster he once was, the Hall of Famer is now 54 years old, and the age has definitely taken a toll on him. His match against The Undertaker at WWE Super Showdown 2019 was highly criticized by fans as there were many botches, and the two were lucky not to get seriously injured. Details of new significantly lower WWE contracts offered to Retribution members. According to a new report from Fightful Select, WWE has offered new contracts to all the members of Retribution, not including Mustafa Ali. As per the report, these are 3-year contracts worth $250,000 per year offered to them in the fall of 2020. The report further reveals that these offers are significantly lower than a lot of other ones in the last 2 years. Furthermore, there is no confirmation on whether Retribution members have signed these contracts or whether they can renegotiate the offers. Several sources with knowledge of the deals say that in the fall of 2020, WWE offered each member of the stable, not including Ali, 3-year contracts worth $250,000 per year. This is significantly lower than a lot of the incoming deal offers made in the last 2 years, with more competition on the scene, but obviously the state of the world has changed things in that regard. Some of the call-ups earlier this year were told that they could possibly renegotiate offers when and if things change, but we weren't told if Retribution were extended the same courtesy or even if they signed on the dotted line. We have heard of numerous wrestlers in WWE who have opted to pass on renewing their contracts, instead choosing to wait until their leverage is better. Retribution debuted in WWE on an episode of Monday Night Raw in August 2020 as an unidentified group and wreaked havoc on the show. While they appeared on both Raw and SmackDown initially, later they only stuck to the Red brand. On the September 21 episode of Raw, the members of Retribution were revealed to be former NXT superstars Dominik Dijakovic, Dio Maddin, Shane Thorne, Mia Yim, and Mercedes Martinez, under new ring names of T-Bar, Mace, Slapjack, Reckoning, and Retaliation. A couple of weeks later, Mustafa Ali was revealed to be the leader of Retribution. Alexa Bliss sends out a cryptic message. WWE superstar Alexa Bliss has been a central part of one of the biggest current storylines on Raw, between The Fiend and Randy Orton. The Fiend has not been seen on WWE television since TLC's main event back in December 2020, when the Firefly Inferno match ended with Randy Orton setting him alight in the middle of the ring. A month has passed since this event, and Alexa Bliss has been confronting Randy Orton multiple times on Monday Night Raw. Fans have seen Bliss invite Orton to Alexa's playground and force the former WWE champion to set her on fire the way he did to The Fiend. On the most recent Raw edition, the show ended with Alexa Bliss shooting a fireball straight into the eyes of Randy Orton, leaving him writhing in pain in the Thunderdome. After this dramatic segment on Monday night, Alexa Bliss has sent out the following cryptic message to her 1.5 million Twitter followers: "I can fight my own battles. But I will also fight for you." It has been a month since fans have seen The Fiend on their television screens. It is unknown when he will be making a comeback or in which capacity he will be back on television. Since he left WWE television in December 2020, Alexa Bliss has stepped in and begun targeting Randy Orton, becoming more and more unhinged as the weeks go on. It is hard to predict what will happen next in the Orton vs. The Fiend and Alexa Bliss rivalry, but anything is possible between the three stars.